Good morning, students. Today we have Math Lesson 110, May 6th, 2020. We are talking about multiplying decimal numbers today using zeros as placeholders. So when we are multiplying decimals, yesterday we talked about the fact that we need to multiply, then count, right? We have to count the number of places, how many digits we have to the right of the decimal. And then when we go to put our decimal number, we go from the right. So here we go. Our first problem here is 3 times 3, or it's actually 3/10 times 3/10. Well, we know that 10 times 10 is hundredths, right? Tenths times tenths is hundredths. So I put my 9 down here, and I know I have to go over 1, 2 decimal places. 1, 2. Put my 0 here, and I have 9 hundredths. All right, so as you're looking at this, when I look down here, I have to add that 0, or it will look like it's 9/10 instead of 9 hundredths. Okay, so, and it's just the same as when you're thinking about it if you're going 3/10 times 3/10 equal 9 hundredths. All right, the product 9 hundredths may be written as a decimal number just like this. So when we're looking at the problem below, we're looking at 12 hundredths times 3/10. Well, we look at 12 hundredths times 3, 12 times 3 is 36. We know that we don't have enough places to move over the decimal, so we're going to need to put a 0 in there. So I go 1, 2 for the hundredths and 3. So I need to go over 1, 2, 3 and put a 0 and put a decimal. That is probably not easy to read, but you can see the answer right below. All right, let's move on to our decimal practice. All right, so, you know I like to put this on the sheet so that it makes it a little easier for you to see. So, we have 25 hundredths times 3/10. Well, right there I know what the answer to that is, but I am going to work through the math. 5 times 3 is 15. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Now I look and I go, I have to go 1, 2, 3. So I go 1, 2, 3. Put my decimal over here and I need to put a 0. Now if we think about it, we're doing hundredths times tenths. That's in the thousandths. So yes, it's logical that we have 75 thousandths. All right, let's look at this next one. All right, 12 hundredths times 12 hundredths. Hundredths times hundredths. All right. So I'm going to do 12 times 12, which I know that most of you have this memorized. 144, right? So I have to go over 1, 2, 3, 4. So I go from here 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess what? That puts me in the 10 thousandths place. 144 10,000ths. All right, let's go on over here to C. All right, C, I'm going to do 125 thousandths times 3/10. So 5 times 3 is 15. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 1 times 3 is 3. All right, then guess what? I need to count my decimals. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to go 1, 2, 3, and another one out here with 4. All right. So I have 375 10,000ths. All right. 5 times 3 is 15. We know that, right? So I'm going to count my decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to go out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know that I'm going to have 2 zeros. If I'm multiplying 100th times 100th, I need to go to the 10,000ths, right? So I have 15 10,000ths. All right, here we go. I know that 3 times 3 is 9. I know I have 1, 2, 3 places to go. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3. Put my decimal here, my 0, 0 there. All right, F. So I have 3 2/10 times, oh, I want to need that. Let's do this. I'll put that in the 3 times 3 hundredths. So here we go. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. Right? So I have 96, and I have 1, 2, 3 places to go over. 1, 2, 3. Put my decimal. Voila. All right, our last problem. I have 4 times 2 is 8. And I need to go over 1, 2 for my decimal. 1, 2. Right? So, because I'm multiplying a tenth times a tenth, I know it's going to be in the hundredths. So I have 8 hundredths of a meter. All right, that was probably the shortest lesson we have ever had. So, our mystery word today is mango. Good luck on your homework.